Hey guys, Rocket Blade here. Once again, what's up everybody? Welcome to my spoiler-free movie review of Marvel's The Avengers Endgame. Which, kudos to the internet, that is what the Russo brothers were going to call the movie. So kudos to the guys who got it right. So I know I'm super late. The movie's been out for well over 2 weeks at this point. And I did see it during the premiere week on Saturday, but I just wanted to have this. It took me a long time to do this review because I wanted to reflect on it, and I even saw it not once but twice before doing this review to confirm how I feel. Because when I first saw it, I really enjoyed it, but I want to make sure that it wasn't just the heat of the moment, the hype of the moment. I want to make sure when I saw it again that that I still feel the same way? And the answer is yes, I do. And that is, I feel, in my opinion, that Avengers Endgame is my opinion the best Marvel movie to date. Disney, I don't know what you have to do to eat the Russo brothers, but sign them a blank check because they have hit consecutive back-to-back home runs. They've gotten better with their movies, and it really shows here. And though I will spoil Infinity War, though, but then again, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the movie at this point. But that's just to bring in, to make the points, to talk about story bits and points about Endgame. So it obviously takes place right after the snap, and Thanos, like he promised, wiped out half of humanity, and then so basically the first part of them is to not only find him, but basically undo the damage that he did. And the main theme I got from this movie was a theme. The theme of it, I would call it, is the recovery, because they failed on both ends. Cap failed, and Iron Man failed on their sides, and so it's basically about them recovering from their failures. And it's really just tough to see the characters as they are, especially Thor. I won't spoil it, though I'm pretty sure, with the spoilers being lifted as of me releasing it, because as of Monday, there's a lot of spoiled stuff according to the Russo brothers and Marvel. But out of respect, I won't spoil it. But still, he, in my opinion, took it the hardest. And though a lot of people say that, a lot of people were laughing at, how he's changed. And yeah, and I admit I did in the beginning to myself because it was funny. He's this guy, you think he's all that in a bag of chips, and now he's not that anymore. But you gotta consider what this man lost. He lost his mom, his dad, Mjolnir, his brother, a lot of his people during the invasion during Ragnarok, then more people on the ship that they were escaping on, and of course have even more people when Thanos hit the snap. And plus, I think his soldier buddies that he fought with as well, and all his he fought with, they all died. So he really took it the hardest. And granted, he looked the way he did when you do see the movie, but I felt sorry for the dude, and and let us see, eventually he does, redeem himself, because he felt like he failed everybody. He let everyone down. He took it the hardest. And that's him. Everyone, Cap did, and Iron Man did, and it's all about recovery. Them recovering from their failures, and you can feel the movie. It's a very somber tone throughout the first act, and it's tough. It's really tough. But then eventually they figure out a way to fix Thanos' problem, so they get the team back together. And which, by the way, you've seen the white suits, which that they're gonna sell that hell out with toys. And Basically, they go, they figure out a way to undo it. So they go get the band back together, as they said, and then yeah, they're gonna undo it, undo Thanos' snap, and it's really cool. Everyone had their big moment. Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, even Rocket had some funny moments too. But funny enough, even though Bradley Cooper was Rocket, James Gunn's brother does like the motion cap, the movement. So I think that's pretty funny. I'm pretty sure he did some funny things as well on set. I wouldn't doubt it. Everyone had their big part and moment, and Don Chino as of course War Machine. Just everyone had their big moment. Captain Marvel, unfortunately, even though she's in the movie, she didn't do a whole lot in the movie, unfortunately. But then again, she's more of the galactic front, so she's kind of like taking care of, the other planets that got affected by Thanos' snap. So it's understandable, she can't just babysit Earth, because in the fact that the Earth had the Avengers, every other planet did, so she's kind of like, doing everything else. So that's understandable. But then she does. But even then, she finally has her moment during the third act. Which, by the way, the third act alone, it's worth the price of admission. It's like you thought Infinity War was amazing. It blows that out of the water 10 times over. And when I'm watching the third act, I'm like, yeah, that's probably where all the budget, at least 90% of the budget went to. Because man, I see it. But yeah, the third act blowout. Oh my god, it was so good. Like, it was so good. A lot of surprises, a lot of moments. There's so many epic and cool moments for everyone to shine, and it's funny, it's emotional, and very action packed, especially during the third act. Yeah, it's slow. Not the myth. The only if I I'm singing this movie's praises. Of course, the effects and everything, the acting's amazing. But if I had to put out flaws, there's only two things that come to mind. One was the one was the pacing. It was slow, but it's forgiving. It's a minor. The build, like I said, the third act. The third act makes up for it. You know what I mean? It's a slow build though. I think I'm used to it. So if you can handle the slow build in BVS, then you can handle the slow build in Endgame. So that's why it's a minor nitpick, but that's if you ask me. But then the main thing is I didn't like how they handled the time travel thing. Again, that's one of the spoiled territory. But when you see the movie, you kind of see what I mean. Granted, they do fix the time. They do fix time once they get accomplished what they get accomplished. Once they get accomplished what they needed to do, but still, it's I didn't like how they handled the time thing. But that's just again minor stuff. That's not the only really major complaint. Not really my major complaint, but despite that, again, it's worth seeing. I mean, my God, we wanted to see it on Friday. We had to wait. This is during the premiere week, and we had to wait until Saturday, and that sucker was a full house. So then, there's so much, and I still needed more time to think about it. So I went and got Koopa to go see it. Even then, it was selling out. So originally, it was me, Koopa, and my friend Robert. We were gonna go see it, the 7:15 showing. Everything was sold out, but one freaking seat. Everything else was wheelchair, so obviously we couldn't occupy that. And we had to go to the 8:45 showing of Endgame. Even though we had to sit way in the front. In fact, it was I wish I took a picture of it. It was a paper that said all only seats available. Only seats that are available are in the front until 9:45. So you had to sit in the front. Otherwise, you had to wait till later time. Thankfully, we managed to get the 8:45 tickets and see it again and again. So again, this is the second week, and believe me, so first week it made $1.2 billion, and now going to estimates, it's making $2 billion. At the rate it's going, sources are saying it could beat Avatar's record of $2.7 billion. So it's it's in the realm of possibility. And considering how amazing this film is, I definitely see that happening. Of course, Thanos is, of course, Thanos shows up in his, of course, Thanos is there, and granted, he just plays a bigger part as he did in Infinity War, but still, he commands the screen, and when he's there, he commands his presence. It had a lot of badass action scenes with him. So when he's there, whenever he's on screen, he's just awesome, and and show why he's the best Marvel villain to date. And there's a lot of like references to the comics, to Hail Hydra, which you'll know what I mean, to the original like designs of certain costumes, certain throwbacks. Yes, the Stan Lee cameo was there. I won't spoil when it happens, but you'll recognize when you see it, and I think it's really, really cool. When you do see it, it's very cool. It's kind of quick, like if you don't pay attention to it, but thankfully, like everyone else was keeping an eye out for it, and I thought it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, that's his last one because unfortunately, we already know he passed away. So, rest in peace, Stan. Thank you for making all these incredible characters that you did. I'm glad you lived long enough to see it. To see it come to fruition the way it did. So kudos to you, my friend. And so yeah, it's this overall. It's just a redemption / recovery. That's the theme I got from this movie. And again, if you haven't seen Endgame, go see it. Especially now, because now the spoiler thing's been lifted. So definitely go see Marvel's Endgame. I cannot recommend it enough. It's the best Marvel movie to date. Definitely, it's definitely worth seeing, and it's selling out still like crazy. So try to get your tickets ASAP. So yeah, I know, and I couldn't get into greater detail with it. If you want, I will try to do a spoiler section, which that I don't mind. I might do a spoiler section sometime down the road, so I can really dive in and go crazy with all the scenes that I like and didn't like, whatnot. But this is for non-spoilers. This is my non-spoiler review for now. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10 if I had to score it. It's downright incredible. Go see it. It goes to show you why Marvel movies have been dominating for the past 10 years. And right there going, they're going to dominate for another 10 years. And I can't wait to see the next Marvel movie, Far, Far Away, which does reference Endgame. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen Endgame, and also, the fair warning, the new Spider-Man trailer does have spoilers of Endgame, so watch out. Because I was like, oh, there's some spoilers. Good thing I saw the movie. But like, for those of you who didn't know, who was like, oh, the new Spider-Man Far, Far Away trailer, be careful. It has Endgame spoilers. And the cool thing about it, even Tom Holland, the actor who plays Spider-Man, is warning you, like, don't see it unless you haven't seen Endgame yet. So just be warned. But alright, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Try to respond as fast as humanly possible. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. So as Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out, and have a great day.